Time shot, it's time shot. I'm in the place where my friends are, and I know together we'll go far. Yeah, time shot, it's time shot. And I'm still doing things the time shot way.
Hello people, it's Poet and we're back on TimeShot. Now today is going to be an interesting update video, I think, for, it doesn't really, well, I will talk about me, but I'm also going to be talking about the server in general and stuff, but what is all this about? Who is he trying to keep out of his base? Why does the wall only face my side? Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't know what this wall is all about, but man, it's right to the water's edge, huh? See, I actually had considered that. I had actually considered that for my wall. See, I just have this tiny, small retaining wall type of thing. I figured, like, think about it sort of in a realistic-ish type of way. You're not going to have some massive, grandiose wall. For the most part, it's just to keep mobs out from wandering in from the desert. And also, you know, semi-roleplay-ish to keep the sand out of the main base structure? What would you call it? Either way, in order to keep the sand out and in order to keep the mobs out, I built this tiny little wall that's just a little bit too high to jump over. But man, that is a massive, massive wall. I had actually thought about maybe putting it all the way up to the water's edge, especially near the donor hall thing over there, the steam room donor hall. Oh, look at this Enderman. Enderman! I don't have any sand on me either. But, yeah, quite the wall. How far does it go? In fact, I kind of want to find out. No wall can keep me out. So, today I wanted to update you guys on something about the... as you guys know, I did find a job. So, this is something that has been in the works since... When did I first mention it? Probably somebody out there will know, or roughly know, the first time that I started mentioning looking for work, and that I was having trouble looking for work, and so I'll kind of repeat all of that just in case you guys didn't hear it, just in case I missed something, left something out. I don't remember what I said, so let's start anew. The thing is that I started looking for work, sort of in and around January, February, I think it was. I might have even started looking as early as December of last year. See, the thing is that, like, my YouTube videos aren't viewed as much as they used to be. And, you know, is that Minecraft being what it is, a lot of people now just admit that gaming channels in general don't get a lot of attention anymore from YouTube itself. The exposure is just eliminated as a result of maybe possibly they're focusing more on vlog channels and things like that. They'll actually, if you have a vlog channel and you're doing great, they will shout you out, they will give you props, they will put you on the front page, they will do whatever they can to support you. Gaming channels, I sort of feel like it's maybe always been a gray area for YouTube. Maybe it's always been sort of this, you know, is it a legal thing? You know, do we want to support a video gamer? And then all of a sudden the game company decides, no, we don't allow content posted about our game, you know, that isn't ours. And that has happened. Hashtag Nintendo. But is that something that is that why they're shying away from it? You know, I don't know really what reasons they have. Is it because they're wanting to push people towards the gaming.youtube.com website that is, I mean, I don't know. I don't know very many people who go there at all. I think for like the thousands, millions of views that I get every month, I think like 14 come from the gaming website, gaming.youtube.com. So it's really not used by anybody. So I don't believe that they're trying to push people to that, because it's not working if they are. Either way, for whatever reason, maybe it's Minecraft in general, the games that we're playing specifically that aren't getting a lot of focus. And then there are a lot of other things that I've discussed in other previous videos as to why and how YouTube is not really helping people make a living out of it unless they are pushing to a very, very niche audience, which I just personally would not want to do, and I don't want to sell myself short. And I was actually talking to Huck last night, as a matter of fact, about this too, where he was saying that he wants to kind of start his channel again, start a new rebrand in some way, in that he wants to be able to comfortably post more content that isn't necessarily Minecraft, and wants to start pushing content that, you know, is within the TimeShot group, let's say, but is for other games, like perhaps the Staxel group that we've got going, or maybe even start an Overwatch TimeShot group of some kind, or something like that, and post other TimeShot, quote, content, where the TimeShot brand would be more not an esports team. I wouldn't go that far, you know. We're not, don't be crazy. Why does it take you to my portal? Tort has the benefit of a nice looking portal room in the nether. Oh, I only need to rope one of them. Forgot about that. Come on. Come on. Come on. So, anyway, that's all neither here nor there. Go through. There you go. One more. There you go. Either way, the views have gone down because for me, I think personally the biggest reason beyond any other, beyond, how am I gonna get them up here? Gotta go around, guys. Gotta go around. There we go. The biggest reason for me, apart from like maybe YouTube doesn't favor gaming channels anymore, maybe they this and that. For me, I think, like I was saying, unless you cater to a very niche audience, your views will decline. And in my case, the audience would be more than likely dinosaur videos, dinosaur-related videos, certainly Minecraft dinosaurs, and that kind of stuff. And the fact that, like, a vast majority of the people who subscribe to my channel and watch my channel were looking for that kind of content. But there's always been this thing in my mind where, you know, I don't want to limit myself to that kind of content, and I never have wanted to. I've never, ever once thought of myself as a, quote, Minecraft YouTuber, or a, quote, unquote, dinosaur YouTuber is the other one. Hi, guys. Let's all get in here now. Come on. Come on. Get in. Get in. Get in. A little bit of a tight space there, but they can all fit. Get in. Or maybe they can't fit. Oh, there they go. Got him. So anyway, yeah, I don't think of myself as a dinosaur YouTuber, and I don't think of myself as a Minecraft YouTuber, and, you know, in some ways, I think shattering what I do into, you know, one day I'm playing Windscape, the other day I'm streaming Overwatch, then I'm playing modded Minecraft, and then all of a sudden you know, there's even other content on my channel like Serious Sam and you know, games that obviously I wouldn't play probably now, but I did play and I didn't want to be limited on, and other mobile app games like Jurassic World and stuff. that shatters the people who are tuning in for the Minecraft stuff. And, you know, it is what it is. I can't get away from being me. And I know that others out there do, and they certainly will get, you know, the views for it, but there's something, I just know it. I just know, oh, that's andesite. I just know that if I were to stop, and I've said this kind of talk before, that if I were to stop being me, if I were to start, like, every single day post a new Minecraft dinosaurs video, which is something you remember if you've been following for a very, very long time. It is legitimately something that I had talked about doing when I started doing YouTube full time. I even remember saying to you guys, like, listen, guys, there is no reason why I shouldn't be able to do Minecraft dinosaurs every day. That is what I said. But the reason came to be that I would go insane. I would go nuts. I would die inside, and that is not something that I want to do anytime soon. I know that though people who do that kind of stuff every day and post daily content for a certain video, for a certain type of video even, there's got to be something about it that just kills them inside. I'm sorry, but it's got to be true. And if they say that it's not, then they've got a extremely, extremely high tolerance for torture. Because that's what it would be. That's what it genuinely would be. And I mean, nothing taken away from, like, the dinosaur series. I really, really, really enjoy doing it. I'm going to finish this path, I think. Or at least start doing this part of the path. I really enjoy doing it. But if I did it every day, you know, it's like eating the same breakfast every morning. Sometimes you got to change, because that can get dull. And if you do it long enough, I've been doing this for years and years and years now. I mean, like I said, I would be going insane. I genuinely would be. So I don't do that, and I never have done that. And as a result, yes, my views change. They go down. But I'm at least sane at the end of the day. I can at least say that much, is that I am sane still. And that's far more than a lot of people can say, I think. And I see it so often where someone will make an update video and they'll say, like, goodbye forever YouTube. I just can't take this stress anymore. It's for personal health reasons. It's for this and that. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they're posting content that they don't generally either enjoy, or it's posted in a way that, you know, they can't enjoy it the way that they should, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Bottom line is that if you're enjoying what you're doing and you're doing it in a way that you can enjoy, there shouldn't be a reason to stop doing what you're doing. But either way, that's beside the fact. Again, also because, you know, some people just stop for other reasons. Anyway, for me, I don't want to be broken like that. I don't want to only appeal to certain people. I've always liked playing all kinds of video games. You know, this isn't a facade. This isn't a ruse. This isn't, you know, some put-on character that just enjoys, you know, posting content on YouTube. I genuinely have always loved video games, will always love video games, and I enjoy playing all of them. Of all types, it's never, ever been something that I felt, you know, needed to be limited in some way to a certain type of content, you know. So, I don't. And digressing, that is why, that is a big reason why the content in general suffers in views. Because you will get people who tune in only for a certain type of content. And when they don't see that certain type of content, of course they're going to either move on, look elsewhere, or, you know, well, those are really the two things. They'll put up with it and only watch the content that they want to watch. But more often than not, someone's just more willing to go to someone else who does post that kind of content all the time, every day. But I just hope you realize that when you do that, when you do go to someone who posts the same kind of content every single day, that is you are watching the face of someone who is suffering. I kid you not. I kid you not. This is the face of someone suffering that you are listening to, watching, when they post the same content every day. It's just a fact. It has to be a fact. Or, like I said, they just got a very, very bizarre tolerance for pain. But I mean, I say this with a bit of experience because I've heard the story more often than not from YouTubers much larger than I who break down and say, you know what, guys, I just have to take a break today because, you know, I've reached the breaking point in stress. I've got to take a few days break. I got to de-stress. I can't put on my recording face today. And that's because a large part of that is because they are recording and doing things that they don't enjoy doing, or they've reached their limit. So I don't know. Anyway, there's a balance, sure, for some channels. Some channels do, I guess, get away with posting multitudes of content, and they get away with it, and they are well liked and received. Certainly there are channels out there who now have like 4+ million subscribers who do that. So what am I even talking about? But, you know, I think those channels are few and far between. They've been going probably since, you know, the early 2010, 2011. And they've got the backing early enough that they can afford to post whatever content they want, and without it being really a big to-do. Was there a step here? No. I guess maybe not. Anyway, I mean, that's the thing, is that you got to find balance, and some people just can't, and they break for it. Me, I knew that I needed to post what I wanted, when I wanted to, all the time, and I feel great for it. I know that the channel I've developed is something that I'm proud of, something that I enjoy doing, I enjoy producing. It's something that I've put a lot of my own personal heart and soul into, and you know, I wouldn't change it for the world how it turned out, whether the views are gone or not. But views gone is the reason why. Getting way back to the original topic, that is the reason why I started looking for work. So I think like I said, I started looking for work maybe even as early as December. But I think it was more in and around, you know, February, March. March, I got a call back from a company that wanted to hire me. And this company, they kind of ran out of I can't say very much. Probably NDA stuff. But either way, it took a long time to hire me in to the system, and it's looking like it's going to happen within the next week or two. And they're really, really, really pushing the next week. So with that said, we're running into a point here where YouTube is going to be very hard for me to manage. Now, this is not a goodbye YouTube, I can't cope video. No. I'm just saying that it's going to change for me personally. I'm going to have to post content differently. I'm going to have to record it late at night, render, upload, and then get it released in the morning to get to work 9 to 5. Okay, so this is something that, you know, I'm going to have to figure out. Now, like I just hinted, well, I actually straight up said it. There's no hinting involved. The job is 9 to 5 right now. At least right now. It's not going to, not probably going to change anytime soon, but that is what it is right now. That's what I've been told anyway. And though later on there might be different shifts that I can choose, right now I've been put 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, super easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, obviously, there's something very important that falls into that 9 to 5. The videos releasing is one thing for sure. And the other one being my streaming. What's going to happen with my streaming? 9 to 5? Well, my streams start at, 4. And we're talking 9 to 5. I think it's on the West Coast. So I think that it's... what time would that be? That's the 11 to 8. No, 11 to 7? 11 to 7. Sorry. So, 11 to 7, we're going to be working. My stream appearing at, 4 o'clock Eastern, it fits right in there. Crap. So, I don't know right now how, when, if I'm going to be streaming anymore. Legitimately, I'm not sure. It's very easy for people who maintain a day job to stream when they don't have YouTube as their main source of income. YouTube, as opposed to streaming, is my main source of income. And that is something that not a lot of people can say. Mostly when people are streaming, they get the majority of their video income from people pledging, from people subbing, from people donating. That's how they make their income. I am a very oddball in that, my income comes from the YouTube side as opposed to that. And not a lot of people can do that or say that. But that affects things because I would obviously rather than choose to do a YouTube video and get that all released and done. Let's say I work till 7 or 8 o'clock at night and then I start having to do something. I'm not going to sit down and start to stream for 2 hours. Some people might, but that's not going to be the way that I want to run my show here. So what I might have to do is stream on the weekends, if anything, during the day. And then I might do it a much longer stream if I feel up to those. Or maybe just a standard 2-hour stream, Saturday and Sunday. And then go from there and see how things work from there. Because I genuinely don't think I'll be able to stream in the evenings, like 7, 8 o'clock at night after a long day of work. The very last thing I'm going to want to do is sit at a computer for another couple hours. And this is something that goes back to, talking about when I left my other day job. I said, listen, that got to a breaking point, guys, where it was either going to be YouTube or my day job. It couldn't be both. And I know that there are people out there who will immediately be fearful of that same thing happening again. And I can't even assure people that that won't happen again, which sounds scary, but I gotta do what I gotta do to support my family and myself. And, if it came down to it, if stress was a factor, if time was a factor, and I felt, I just worked 9 to 5, 8 hours, and now I have to sit down and record for half an hour and then render for another half hour and then upload for another hour and a half. Puts it at like midnight, and then I'm having to wait for that to upload and get it ready first thing in the morning, but crack of dawn. That's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very tough to maintain. I'm going to do my best to do it. I know that I've done it before and that I can do it again. I know people like Fabe, for example. There's a big reason why Fabe right now hasn't been posting content on places like TimeShot. It's not because he doesn't like it. It's not that he doesn't have ideas for it or that he hasn't been invited to. It's that he genuinely doesn't have the time right now. Doesn't know how people balance that day job and YouTube. And if you're going to be posting the content anywhere, he might as well focus on the main series that he enjoys doing and enjoys recording. Right now he's been doing a ton of vlog stuff. They're really awesome, his vlogs. I'm in love with his vlogs. I gotta be completely honest. I'm a total big fan of his vlogs. But anyway, he still realized that, you know, he's struggling to find that balance between work and play. And I totally relate to that. But, you know, I was working 9 to 5 before. The only way that I was able to manage my YouTube channel was to honestly stay awake until 3 in the morning. And then I'd be up the next morning at 6 a.m. with only a couple hours sleep, 3 hours of sleep, to get to my day job. And that was not only unhealthy, but a stressful thing. You know, I don't recommend that for anybody. Definitely not. It's not what I would want or wish upon anybody, to only get a couple hours sleep every night just to maintain your YouTube channel. That's not healthy, guys. It's not what you want to do. So don't do it. But I was doing it. And genuinely, it killed me. It killed me. I'm not going to be doing it to that extreme anymore. I may still stay up, you know, till 3 a.m. kind of thing. But if and when those late nights happen, because of the time shift, 9 ends up being about 11 my time or so, 12 Eastern time or so. That gives me enough time to, you know, still sleep in a little bit, get a normal night's sleep. Even if I fall asleep at 3, I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 9 hours before I have to start working, even if I go to bed at 3 a.m. So I've thought about this, but it's going to be a total difference in schedule than what I'm working right now. And it's going to be a little bit of a shock to my system, I think, for the first several weeks to a month, you know. Then in all that time, we've still got this whole move to the United States going on. Like, it's just my life right now is so hectically busy. You know, I laugh in the face of anybody, and I mean I don't laugh at them, but you know, the people who come to me and say, "Oh my God, I'm so busy. I don't have time for streaming today. I don't have time to record videos today. You know, nothing to post today because I'm so busy with my life." I mean, it's funny because I'm meanwhile working. I'm going to be working 9 to 5. I'm going to also be doing YouTube videos, and I'm also focusing my efforts on the immigration process into the United States, which it seriously is basically a 9 to 5 job in itself. Researching, getting documentation, making sure things are filled out properly, sending them into certain places, waiting for responses, going for medicals, going for interviews, across the country twice. Like, this is something that's not easy peasy either, and it's a ton of money I'm sinking into it too. Crazy. Why am I punishing myself this way? But at the end of the day, the reason being, I do enjoy YouTube. I enjoy YouTube more than I've enjoyed anything else in my entire life to this point. I am truly, truly, truly rewarded every single day by what I do on YouTube. This is an outlet beyond, you know, if you compare it to like a journal or a blog or something like that. It's so far beyond any of that. It's my outlet, like I said. It's my way of communicating. It's my way of putting my mark on the world. It's something that I just genuinely enjoy and will always continue to enjoy. And I really, really love doing it. Can't speak enough about how positive it's been an influence on my life. Which is a stark contrast to, you know, unfortunately, several people out there. You know, I hear multitudes of people saying, you know, oh, I was on this server and it was stressful. I was on this doing YouTube videos at this time. It was stressful. It was having a negative impact on my health and on my lifestyle and stuff. But a complete opposite for me. It's been nothing but a blessing, for lack of a better word. It's just been truly an amazing experience, and that's why I know, Like, no matter how hectic my schedule gets now, I used to say, like, I reached the breaking point where it was either going to be my job or YouTube. I know now that YouTube can and will never end. And I made that very, very clear in my interview for this job. I said to them, like, listen, I just want you to realize right here and now that, like, my YouTube stuff will not end. That is not going to end. I am still going to do that. I still intend to do that. It's up to me to figure out how to balance that in with work. But I'm just letting you know that that is not something that will end, and that it is something that will be always in the background of me working. I wanted them to make sure that they were aware of that and knew about that long before they hired me, so that they were aware of just what I'm going through on a day-to-day. So, all that said, I don't know right now. This is my first, like, I just found out about my start date this morning, and I genuinely don't know how it's going to affect my schedule. I just genuinely don't know. I don't know. Obviously things will have to change, but I don't know how yet. I just don't know how. And, part of that it honestly does scare me. It scares me because I don't want to upset people with, like, a new schedule that they can't meet. They start getting used to a certain thing. My streams have been Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 4 p.m. most of the time. Tried to stick to the schedule as much as I possibly could. And, for that to all of a sudden change to only Saturday, Sunday, that doesn't even meet the partnership requirements on Mixer. I don't know if that's going to also change then too. Like, I don't know. I really don't know how things will go. I have met with my Mixer partner manager. He is aware that this job is starting. He is aware that it might change things. I think he said that, that it wouldn't really impact things at all. But, will it? I don't know. There's no point in me being a Mixer partner if I'm not streaming at all. Let's say I decide that, streaming can't fit in on the weekends either. I want a break from things on the weekends. Well, then I obviously wouldn't be a Mixer partner. And then, then I'm alienating essentially every single person who's pledged to me on there. And I'd feel really kind of crummy about that. So there's a lot of thinking that I have to do in terms of what schedule I'll pick. The Saturday, Sunday streaming, that is very, very tentative. I literally just made that streaming schedule up as the words came from my mouth in this video. I have not given that even an iota of thought yet, so that might not be a good decision. Might be, it might not be. I don't know yet. Either way, it's something that I also have to think about, give a lot of thought to, and consider. The YouTube thing should not change very much. I'm going to at least try to get one video out every day. So, that's sort of been the way that it's been for a few weeks now to a month now. Just with things being so hectic in my life, I just haven't been able to comfortably make more than one video every single day. It's just not been very possible. And I think that that's still been going over fairly well. The revenue every month hasn't dropped or anything like that, so maybe that's a good sign too. I don't know. I guess we'll see how things go. Like I said, the YouTube thing shouldn't really slow down. I'll at least be able to probably get out one video a month, or one video a day. Even if it's something very, very, very easy to record, because we do them in batches, like Discordancy, which is not only easy to record and easy to publish, but something I really, really enjoy producing. Those Discordancy videos, I think right now, this second, are my favorite videos on the channel of the current series that I'm posting. The Discordancy ones. Totally. Love them to pieces. And apart from that, like, yeah, of course, Minecraft Dinosaurs and TimeShot and things like that will be happening. Now, I did say, and the video is running very, very long, that changes might happen to TimeShot, but that is nothing for you guys to really worry about. It's nothing bad. It is all good things. As I'm sure you all have heard by now, there are some things shaking up in TimeShot. And I think that it just leads us into a positive direction moving forward. And we'll have to wait and see how much or how little we do. We have a server meeting going on, I think, the next Sunday, as a matter of fact. And yeah, it is next Sunday. And from there, we're going to decide what's happening with the TimeShot server. Because as a lot of you have noticed, it's just not that fun if it ends up being, I'm the only active member on the server. Tort, of course, has been working a little bit. Adaram just joined, so, I mean, he's certainly going to be active in the next few coming weeks because he's moving, and once he moves and gets set up, he'll be all good to go. Mara has a bunch of plans for her animal base, and even Wynn has stated a few times that she wants to start working heavily on her ice base. So there is activity happening, but we want to push that times 10, whether it's on the server or do we then push towards other TimeShot branded content like TimeShot Overwatch, TimeShot Stardew Valley, TimeShot, because Stardew Valley's getting multiplayer, or, things like that. Do we want to push that more? These questions have to be raised, and these questions have to be answered in the coming months. We don't know how it's going to be, what it's going to turn out like yet, or if we're even going to do that. Either way, we're not going anywhere. The people who are here should be here to stay. And I mean, that's from the bottom of my heart. I'm definitely not going anywhere. Even if it turned out that, work is so hectic and I don't have any personal time any other time, because you got to have personal time. You can't go to a 9-to-5 job that's 8 hours in the day, and then at 5 o'clock start working on YouTube and TimeShot and building on servers for like 4 hours. That's 10 o'clock at night. Meanwhile, I'm going to have a wife here who hasn't been able to communicate with me all day, really. That's not good. That's not fun. That's not healthy at all. So, even if I have to post TimeShot once a month, you guys, it's going to be there. It's going to be my outlet still for years to come. I just know it. So we're working on it one step at a time, but just letting you know, put your worries aside. We're not going anywhere. Hopefully you guys will continue to support the channel in whatever way, shape, or form it evolves. Maybe streaming will happen in the evenings. Maybe I'll see like, oh, this job's a piece of cake. Nothing to it. I can easily fit things into it. Maybe streaming will go on as normal at 8, 9 o'clock at night. Or super, super early in the morning some weeks. I don't know. I guess we shall see. We shall see. And with that, I guess we're done here today. Looking forward to the future and what lies ahead. I am both excited and nervous. There's so much happening in my life right now. New job, getting married, moving to the United States, all crazy stuff. And we thank you all for being there. Just a very, very quick note at the very end of the episode. I know it's been 40 minutes roughly. The GoFundMe is still active. It is for not my benefit more than it is for Wynn's benefit. She has to drive 16 hours to come see me to move all of my stuff. We're going to load up a moving van and move my stuff into the United States. 16-hour drive there, 16-hour drive back. Gas is not free. The truck rental is not free, and she cannot afford it. So that GoFundMe, which is, I don't know what the URL is, but you can see it below, is like gofundme.com/move my fiance to America or something. moving my husband to America, whatever it says. Either way, we need your help, but you know what? At the end of the day, anything, even a positive promotion on social media is more than enough. I'm sure that we will scrape together somehow the funds if that goal isn't met. So, don't feel like, oh my God, if the goal is not met, it's the end of the world type of thing. But every little bit counts and every little bit helps. And that is the final ask that we have from anybody. We've already asked way more than we should have. We had to push embarrassment aside so often that it becomes habit forming, and it is embarrassment. It is embarrassment having to ask for help. I think that Win especially has shown so much strength in having to ask those kinds of hard questions about getting donations and stuff. Her electrical was about to get shut off the other day, and had to suck it up and ask people, hey guys, my electricity's about to be shut off, can anybody help at all? That is not something that we do with a smile on our face. That is not something that we do in a prideful way. That is not something that we do for any benefit whatsoever except to have lights on in the house. So, I'm humbled by any help that you guys give, even if it's a friendly gesture. We appreciate it all the same. And that's just the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you guys next time on TimeShot. Bye-bye. Oh, and by the way, no face cam today. What's wrong with me? No face cam? We're getting used to the face cam. Bring back the face cam.